Big Money. We're talking about the album. Big Money is a song. It's a song about the way that there's too much money in the world. The ambition for money is something that destroys a lot of the things that are of real value. And that's a good way to dance and have a good time. This album is very organic in that it was one voice, one take, one performance, and minimal overdubs, if any, on a lot of the tracks. So capturing the essence of a moment, like catching lightning in a bottle. I think that people breathing the same air in the same room is a statement of humanity and collective expression that I really love, and I think will never go out of style. Big Money. It's capturing lightning in a bottle. It's capturing a take, a performance, an expression of a moment. And it's very authentic in that way. And it speaks to the power of our communal gathering. There's ways that we can gather and ways that we've expressed our humanity, and our ancestors have done it for generations. And to remember those ways of being and ways of creating is important in this time where there's so much technological advancement and so many things that are separating us and encouraging us to separate politically and culturally and I think those forms of expression live, they take on whatever that moment is. And live, it's the same song, it's the same vehicle, but it will be another moment that we're channeling and capturing together with the audience. So it's the same as when our ancestors would play the music that is the foundation of our music, the spirituals, and they would sing those songs, and it would be in different moments, and they would come across differently. Sometimes a song could last for 20 minutes if that was the moment. That's what the moment would call for. And that's really what we're hearkening back to when I sat down to record this.
Number one, your music is always speaking from your heart and always speaking your truth.
Yes, you got to be true. You have to be authentic. That's the thing you've been given in this world. And if you put it out there without fear, it's going to change some people's lives. I think about my music not just for the people who are here now, but the generations to come. And young people. A lot of times I also think about the kids who hear the music and they hear concepts for the first time. How do you introduce these heavy topics, these really deep, meaningful things, and always have at the center of it the golden rule and treating people with respect and also understanding what you have within, that light within you, and knowing how to let that shine and let it shine bright. So I think about the young people when they hear this music, you know, in families and just everybody, the people who are the fabric of community every day.
Yep.
What's the music for the everyday people? Just what is the sound of this time? And how do we deal with real things in this time? But also music that's just still rooted in celebration and transcendence. You don't want to just deal with the problem without having fun and dancing along the way. You know, I had this practice of journaling on the road, very unorthodox practice. I would carry my guitar everywhere I go. And obviously the piano is my home base and that's my love. But I was playing so much guitar on stage on the tour and backstage. I would be writing little lyrics and words and melodies and recording them on the bus and recording them in different places. And after the Ryman show, it was like, it was a palpable energy in the air. There was so much of the music community that came out. The audience at one point became a choir. They were singing in three-part harmony.
In Nashville, the heart of country music. That's
it was amazing.
Yes.
And the next morning, I just carried that energy into one of these sessions, and the song Big Money came before I knew that it would be the theme of the album. It's one of those things that just came out there, and I had the song. And then about 6 months later, we went into the studio and recorded the album. In about 2 weeks, it just was lightning in a bottle. Everybody in the same room. Everything's one take. There's no edits. It's just like the band in the room with me singing the song.
That's beautiful. And there's so much fun in the video, Big Money, and you do a fun dance in there. I know you shared the steps with your wife, Suleika, and I know that you encourage people to dance with their loved ones, which I take to heart. You've said this before, But when the little kids give me that little kid stare and I'm dancing in the kitchen, I know they're judging me. Is it possible I'm harming my children by showing them how bad Dad dances?
Yeah, might as well live for something you can feel, baby.
All right.
If you can feel it, it's good.
All right.
And you know, that's the thing. When you dance, you just dance, they say, like nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Well, your kids watching you. We're just milking the beautiful moments of life.
Milking the moments of life. Because
Love
there's a
that.
song, Lean on My Love, that made me think of her.
Yes.
And Do It All Again that made
Do it all again.
Oh,
When you wrote that, were you thinking of her or you were just thinking about love in general?
Oh, no,
'Cause
no.
The lyrics are very beautiful.
yeah, there's the thing with I love the lyrics to play on at least 2 or 3 different levels at a time.
Give me your favorite lyric from both those songs.
So Lean on My Love is about her. Don't Do It All Again is definitely about her.
Yeah.
And Lean on My Love, you've been taking the high road solo for way too long.
Yeah.
Sunday to Sunday, come back to where you belong.
Yes.
This is how I know. It's time to let it go. You can lean on my love.
Yes. And Do It All Again. Do It All Again, John. That line from Do
Yes.
It All Again.
Oh my goodness. See, these lyrics, something about the process of making this felt journalistic in the same way that when I was playing that guitar on the bus when I was leaving the Ryman in Nashville, putting this record together. Just the sound of it is it's authentic topics, authentic situations, and it feels very raw in how it's expressed. And it's a beautiful rawness that I think gets us back to basics. We're out of balance in this country and in this time. Persecution is at its highest degree around the world. And we're in a time where we need to love on those who are being persecuted because persecution has no gender, has no race, it has no age.
Exactly right.
It can, if it's not you now, it can be you tomorrow.
I've always been a fan of Jon Batiste because of the cool classic vibe that he brings to all of his music. But his new release, Big Money, really caught my ear because of how compelling the lyrics are. He kind of uses the song to explore the way that money moves through American culture, especially how it shapes identity and ambition. There's kind of a thread of satire running through it. He invites the listener to think about what they value while keeping the whole thing rooted in classic rhythm and soul. Jon comes from a long line of New Orleans musicians, and you can really hear the deep heritage in everything that he plays. He grew up surrounded by the sounds of gospel, jazz, and R&B. When you have that kind of musical background, it really gives your music a kind of weight. And on Big Money, that history shows up not just in the style, but also in the substance. He's offering a commentary on American life, using roots music, the same kinds of stories that music has always told. But it's what you might call a soulful take on it. And that's what has always made Jon's work so powerful. Check out Big Money wherever you listen to music.
So, front cover, back cover. Let's see what it looks like inside. Woo! Ooh, that's a super pretty CD. Now, what does this look like when we take it out? Oh, we've got pages with words. Well, you know, it's verse. So, oh, it's lyrics. That's awesome. No more pretty pictures. That's okay, though, because we are all super excited to hear Jon Batiste, Big Money. Woo!